Hi Gemini. Okay, so how has it been for you, Gemini? The Virgo season specifically, the Hermit card, so it felt reversed. And we're going to keep it like that and talk about the messages that are coming out. Moving into Libra season, Libra being your sister sign, it should be a very interesting month for you. So I'm excited to see where this reading's going to go. I was very much drawn towards completing this reading for you right now. I wasn't going to do it this early, but it just felt like the right time. And so here we are. And we have here the Hermit in reverse for you to start off. Or perhaps even late September, the Libra season itself might bring about this energy, the Hermit card in reverse. So, what does the Hermit in reverse indicate? This particular card indicates that there might be something that you may be refusing, perhaps even refusing to accept, or refusing to move on for something, from something, or, you know exactly what the next step is, but not taking the next step. It can show up in different ways, but it means the same thing for everyone. It's resisting forward movement or avoiding something in particular. So let's move forward with the message here and clarify kind of where this is going. Ten of Swords. It is time to move on, Gemini. It is time to move on. It is time to move forward. Ten of Swords indicates closure. It indicates completion. It indicates the end of an era. An important one. So although you may not be ready, Ten of Swords is indicating that the ending will come. Okay, one way or another, the ending will come. And it's being able, it's about being able to kind of see the end of the tunnel. See the light, the glimmering light towards the end. I feel like that's how it's going to come to you and for you. It's going to be glimmers of light towards the end of September, or kind of closing off the Virgo season here for you. Eight of Wands, also in reverse. That's interesting. I haven't had a lot of cards in reverse come into place. As you know, I don't always do reverse. Like, it's only if it feels like it is really truly meant to be in reverse, I let them stay in that position. If you've seen my readings in the past, I usually read the cards upright, but so far you have two cards very directly in reverse here for you, so just going to keep it as it is, and let's continue with the messages here. Eight of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Hermit and the Ten of Swords. Perhaps difficulty making a decision to move forward might be the challenging aspect. The Chariot, but there is movement forward. Like, it's something that you cannot help or resist any further. Okay? And the good news is when the Chariot comes up the way it is showing up here for you, it indicates that those glimmers of light that you might be seeing, and although you may be resisting forward movement, and although you may be having a hard time perhaps deciding that this is time, this is the moment to be moving forward towards this new chapter of your life, that the cards are suggesting there's something beautiful in the next phase, in the next step. And although there's a hint of uncertainty there, and as difficult as it may be, Ten of Swords means that you've been through a lot during this chapter. And that's why, like when you have the perfect book that you're reading, and you get towards the end and you just don't want to end it. You want to treasure it, you want to savor it because it was just so good. Or a movie that, like, although you want to see the end, you don't want it to end, or the perfect meal, or the perfect date, whatever it may be for you. But this chapter, however much may have happened during this time, Ten of Swords indicating that it may have been almost, painful. Painful in the sense that mentally it required a lot of your attention, and it was so significant, right? It was so significant. It required all this attention, and you gave all of it to this particular, may have been a project, may have been a business idea, a proposal. It may have been a relationship, whatever it may be for you, that's now coming to an end. And although you may have invested so much energy in this, there is something to take away from it. And what is that? It is a lesson. And that's what the Hermit, upright generally represents. it represents a journey, a soulful journey. It represents the light, of course. That's why I said like the light at the end of the tunnel. Seeing the glimmers of light is what allows you to move forward. And having hope and faith, and although you cannot see everything else within the darkness that appears, it's about having faith and then moving forward. It's also about the lessons learned, and that's why in this card, the Hermit card, you can see that this is someone who is mature. Mature from, not from age, but from wisdom, from knowledge. And that's what the Virgo season may have taught you as well. Increase in wisdom, increase in knowledge, increase in understanding of yourself and others and your surroundings, and then moving forward with the information gained towards a new chapter of your own life. However that's going to unfold, that is. Okay, so those are the messages that are here so far for you. Let's continue to go forward with this. I feel like the full moon that's going to come in is going to really open something up for you. And here you are, the Lovers card. This particular card indicates, of course, the Gemini energy. And so this being your reading, you're right in the center of it all. Two things I want to indicate before moving forward with the messages here, including the full moon I was going to talk about, which is the full moon's going to happen. Full moon will be in Aries, and of course the sun's in Libra during this time. So what does this mean for you in particular, Gemini? It means that there is going to be light almost being sent from above towards the path that you're meant to take. Okay? You're going to see things from a different perspective. You are going to unfold, something beautiful that is meant for you. That is your true path, and that's what you will be walking down. And the other message I want to quickly mention for those of you, if you're dealing with a Virgo, there may be, or another earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, if you are dealing with one of them, then there is an ending of some sort with them. And that's just what's indicated in the cards. Of course, you can further expand on this reading and find out exactly what that means for you. It doesn't mean the end of a relationship, for example. It can mean the end of a chapter with them and the beginning of something new. But that's what the cards are generally, that's the energy that's present there. Whereas for those of you, if there is a Cancer in your life, then be ready for some, deep-hearted conversations with them, like having a heart-to-heart, them being able to share their perspective or their thoughts, or care for you in a way that you may not have let them before. So along those lines, but there's building upon the relationships, which is also interesting because Venus is going to be in Virgo for the majority of the month, and what that means for you is when it comes to relationships, it'll give you the opportunity to then enhance these particular relationships that are present. Let's continue to move forward. The Lovers card truly indicating something very powerful when it comes to you, when it comes to your life. And wow, there's a lot of focus on building. So it's not just about building on the relationship, as I mentioned earlier. It's not just about building on yourself and your spirituality and understanding, right? It's kind of about everything. Everything here for you is coming together. It's a reminder that everything is connected, and this is the perfect time. For those of you who are looking for a twin flame, a soulmate message, the message here is that you get to build on the connection that you have with them. For those that it does not resonate, it's not a twin flame or a soulmate, it may be just a very deep bond you may already have, and you get to strengthen it, or will bring. For others of you, this is about a deep connection you may have with someone. It can also be something that truly means a lot to you, like a project that's close to heart. If you're an entrepreneur and it's your business, that's what it may be about, where this is the time that you get to spend on the building of and the creating of so much more during this time period. Okay, so yes, things are coming together in a wonderful way. These glimmers of light you may be seeing, it's quite literally the end of the tunnel for you, and you get to start a new chapter, a new journey. See yourself with different eyes, a different perspective. Perhaps someone also is looking upon you in a way they've never looked at you before, because they're seeing things differently, and as are you. It's about a deeper understanding, connection, harmony, growth, relationships becoming all the more. Although there is an aspect of it clashing somewhere, kind of something that we saw earlier. We have Sun in Libra, but it's opposing Mars in Aries, and what that means for you, I mean, Libra is your sister sign. So relationships in general, things might get a little bit heavier now. Your partner may get a little bit more, on your nerves almost, just asking for a lot of attention, because for them it's important right now, but for you, your mind might be elsewhere. So just differences like that. That's just an example of something you may come across. However, the cards are indicating a very harmonious energy and bond and connection here. So when it comes to anything else that may have been stalled, specifically in September for you, Gemini, it's going to open up. It's an opportunity for you to create more and become more in whatever aspect you're seeking, whatever brings your heart much fulfillment, makes you happy. That is something, wow, that is something that you get to really simply prioritize during. There's a huge focus on things, like I said, things that you love, things that mean a lot to you. For some of you, it may be motherhood or fatherhood. For others of you, it's simply about building on the business that you may have. Whatever you hold close to your heart that you're resonating with, it's a general reading, of course, right? So it may be love, it may be your business, it may be your career, whatever it is for you. That is where the focus will be towards the end of here. For those of you, if you're dealing with another Gemini or another air sign such as Libra or Aquarius, again, this is about strengthening your bond and strengthening your connection with them. So there is an aspect that is heightened during this time. When it comes to, if you want to make things better, they can get better. So there is a window of opportunity there for you. Okay, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Sun card. And what we're seeing here is your intuition is going to be very, very strong during the Scorpio season for sure. So the other half of during the Scorpio season, find yourself in a place of increased clarity as a result of the lovely Libra season. And also you'll find yourself in a place of emotional depth and also gratitude. Lots and lots and lots of gratitude right here with the Sun card. It's really feeling protected by everything that's around you. And the glimmers of light that were seen earlier in the month, or perhaps as early as September, they will reveal to you, they will come to show you a time, place where things have now manifested for you. Okay, it's very clear as to what is in your heart. It's very clear as to which path you wish to take. It's going to be very, very, people are going to be very honest all around you as well. They will be speaking from their heart. They will be very truthful and honest with you in terms of whatever, you wish to ask. You will receive a very honest answer during this time period, which is really great to see. Specifically, I'd focus around the full moon. If you're trying to have a conversation, you're afraid that you might not get a complete answer a week before, a week after the full moon, where we actually have 2 full moons. It's a great time for you to focus on having those conversations. There is a theme around the topic of conversations here for you, which is what this card represents, the Lover's card. So I feel like it's a whole lot of building upon, as I mentioned earlier, it's career, academics, relationships, building on every aspect of your life. That is what the month will be focused on. And also, like I said, it's a brand new chapter here for you. So you're definitely closing something, bringing something to an end, and there's an absolute new beginning here for you that's taking shape and form. And it's going to come to you under, divine light. You have to accept and understand when the Sun card comes into place like this, it's all about divine timing. Okay? Not everything happens when we want or need it to happen. Things happen on their own time. Things happen in their own way. But majority of the time, although things may not be what you want, they're exactly what you need. And you may have noticed that, in your life during this time. You may have noticed how beautiful divine timing is. and how important it is to, just have fun. The Sun card is about having fun, letting go. It's about action and vibration. It's about optimism and fulfillment. It's about strength and purity of spirit and allowing your spirit to lead you and guide you forward. There's a huge focus on you just being true to yourself during this month, and that allowing more goodness and precious moments kind of flowing into your life, allowing it to become all the more. Okay, so that's where all the focus is. As I mentioned with the full moons, as I mentioned earlier, so that one's going to be in Aries, and the Sun will be in Libra. Then we have another full moon. This is going to be when the Sun is in Scorpio, and we're going to have the full moon under Taurus. Okay, and during this time, again, it's about bonding for you specifically. Although there might be areas of drama that may come up as a result, because there is Taurus that's present here, so there is a play with the planets. There's a huge focus on material things and projects and actual focusing on it becoming something. Okay, it's not just, oh, I feel so happy when we talk about this dream wedding. No, it's going to be more materialistic than that. Wow, I finally have my budget down. I have everything booked and ready, and we're going to make this, however the circumstances are, we're going to make this exactly how I want it to be, how we want it to be as a team. It's all about being a team player as well. It's also about kind of re-looking and rewriting your books, and focusing on what really means a lot to you. And I say that because there's also a huge focus on prioritizing. So it's working together, team building, working as a team, teamwork and all that, and also just prioritizing and then coming out and letting yourself shine and be exactly who you're meant to be. There's this lovely, lovely energy towards the end where things are just flowing, like divinely flowing, and everything just comes together. But yes, certainly a time of perspective. Under the deck cards here for you, Gemini, are such that it's the Hanged Man. And we started your reading off with a reverse position, and it kind of looks like a hanged man, doesn't it? Interesting. So with the Hanged Man comes the message of a change in perspective and, embracing a new vision and seeing where things are going to go. And although, there might be change in the forecast for you, this change is meant to bring you exactly to, where you're meant to be, who you're meant to be with, what you're meant to see, all you're meant to experience. It's everything that you want. Okay, so it is something that's coming in as blessings here for you, and it's more than one, I'd say. It's more than one. There's, or just overall in the Libra season, there's a huge focus on what you love and what you hold close to your heart, or the people you hold close to your heart. Okay, we also have here the Page of Cups and the Star card as well. Overall, under the deck, the cards are indicating, starting and ending with a Major Arcana card, they're indicating a need and desire for something more permanent. Really to look within yourself and see what it is you're seeking, what permanence really means to you, what change looks like to you, and what you want to be everlasting. If you are making any sort of decision right now, Gemini, specifically in regards to changing, for example, changing your career, or it could be something as simple as changing your hairstyle, changing the look of your room, changing your garden, or, shopping for a new patio, whatever that may look like for you. That change, this change, whatever it's going to be more permanent than you may think. Thank you once again, and take care.